Rising, everyone. hmm So, about last night. Right. So, we have the full moon, excuse me, the new moon today. We also have the solar eclipse, the Great American Eclipse, right? I think that's today, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that next year? It feels like it's this one. Let me just say, but I know we have a solar eclipse today in the sign of Aries as we start Taurus season. Right. Maybe not, because this one's visible in Australia. Mind blown. Okay, okay. Now, which is funny, right? Because yesterday when I did the reading, wow, it's funny I left that one out. The Birdos. So they were telling. Okay, thanks, Spirit. All right. All right. So that one's next. That's interesting. This one was Australia, Indonesia, and we have been picking that up. I hope you folks are okay out there. Truly. All right. Well, let's see what was done last night. 'Cause, they get all excited with the negativity when these sorts of transits happen. Let's look at it. About last night. What were they up to, Holy Spirit? I want you to know if you were worried about any sort of attacks, they happen, but you don't have to worry about it. You were protected from them. Let's see. This is just as the whale can dive into the depths of the sea and endure immense pressure. You also are able to endure both emotional and physical pressures. Right. So that kind of gives you an idea, right? But, the thing about a whale, it's built for it, right? No, actually, I don't think I can. It's not about the volume. It's just the way things are. Like I'm projecting my voice. Microphone is literally less than 10 inches in front of me. Grand Rising. So, trying to create more tense, intensive situations, but you were created for this. Okay? For everything they do, the divine comes in with a countermeasure to bolster your resilience. You'll see the beauty in all of this very soon. We see this card quite frequently a lot, meaning you are in control, you have full rule over self, your spirit. You're created that way, period. And nothing anyone can do can change that. I mean that, nothing. They could study, they can assess, they can watch, they can do whatever it is they choose to. But the reality of the situation is you are exactly where you should be, doing what you should be. that should help. Let me turn off the, what do you call that? Oh, the joys of having a pet. He likes to bless the table when I'm not around. So all you can say is thank you. All right. Hey, and here you come on the knob. It's like, you must be talking about me. Hey. Right. It's going to reboost you, recharge you, whatever it is. You know, the combination of the solar eclipse and the new moon, it's bringing a lot of power, right? I feel like it's been a ramp up between the full moon and new moon, like whatever's been going on with this particular operation, because that's what it feels like, an operation. Full moon to new moon, 2 weeks exactly. I do find it interesting that they started this work during Passover. Whatever. I have my own opinions on that. Assessing. Focus. Yeah, they shot a lot of energy. They did. Now they're going to stand back in some sort of like fishbowl sort of placement to see whether or not it's working. Eh. So you need to use quite a bit of discernment. I feel like that's all day, every day. But just, you know, because I do feel like they're going to send some emissaries to see whether or not it's working. I feel like you don't have to do anything. I really don't. I'm not seeing that. It's going to benefit you. This card came out yesterday. I feel like that's going to be the telltale sign that you're still continuing to grow in some way, shape, or form. It's like there's a level of acceptance that needs to happen with these people, right? When it comes to the collective. Let it go. Yeah, I feel like they were trying to adjust or alter your frequency. You know, because whales use like sonar, if you will, whale songs. Yeah, especially things dealing with the heart space. Because, you know, it really is a very pivotal chakra. It's the beginning of the gateway to the upper energies. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. down. Don't do it. Stop. Don't do it. You're gonna find yourself in a world of hurt. Right. So they could have been trying to do like things with your health and different things. Because when I type in these two frequencies together, it comes up with the restoration of your body, like a full body restore, reduction in pain and inflammation. So there could have been some health attacks done. Good morning, Grand Rising, everybody. Yeah. So let's look at what Taurus, right? They're cautious, they're conventional, they're determined, efficient, industrious, introverted, loving, material. So they definitely were doing things with your finances, your love life, trying to get you to, lose your patience, quit what you're doing, not come across so reliable, have you pull back from your sensuality, not appear so warm. Those old chestnuts. Yeah, they want you to feel like you're not worthy. They want you to feel disconnected from your culture, your security, money, everything. I mean, I feel like they hit the litany. Like they hit all of them. Like everything that was possible to make you feel like shit. You need to rebuke that and send it right back. They want you to feel like you're drowning. But we started out with the whale. Remember, you're built for this. That's the thing about it. You're a creature of the depth, right? You're a creature of the dark. You're a creature of the ocean. Yeah, you breathe water, but you got the capacity to hold your breath. You know what I mean? Like you're built for this. And so there's a knowing and a need for you to remind yourself of that. They were trying to break through whatever defenses that you might have associated. Your shields, let's just call it that. They want you to feel like you're not protected, and you truly are. They're locked out. That's what you need to know. You don't give anything power. You don't give it agency. You don't give it anything that would remove your own sovereignty, right? We don't give away personal power. And if they can just feint this illusion and you buy it, right? Be able to block your discernment thinking they have some sort of power that they do not have, then it works. But never forget who you are and who created you. One of y'all didn't hit the like button. Go on, do that. Show some love. Yeah, you gotta know you a legend. Your guys are trying to get your attention. Yeah, they want you to remember you are a beast. Wow, dope, dope. Just need to sit down and meditate. Your ancestors is handling business. You have nothing to do. I mean that. I mean, do your prayers, do what you've been doing, but they've got it handled. They really, really do. You have people who were trying to peer into things that were not theirs. And it's folks that are actually rather close to you, or who never really show you that they're your enemy, but they are. But I do feel like your ancestors just, tossing a lot of shade on these people. Right. They don't even want you to focus any energy on this whatsoever. Because they have it. They have this handled. They just want you to step back into that happy-go-lucky sort of energy. Right. Some of you actually have I almost said aunt. Um, I was trying to say ex, but for some of you, you got a shady aunt. You already know who she is. I'm not even gonna go into that, but that's just what it is. Um, yeah, but you have an ex who just wants you to feel really down in the dumps. Like someone who you would definitely consider to have had some sort of trauma bond episode with them. This person's trying to pull you back to them and pull you away from this this great spiritual adventure that you've been on and you continue to be on. They want you to slide in for a little treat. It's one of them that's actually doing so much of this work, and it's like they'll lay off of it if you just come back to them type dumb shit. Yeah, okay. I don't think that's how that works. It's what your ancestors said. Don't worry, because it's not a little shit. It's a lot. Like you would not even imagine that this person, like you might have like, oh, trauma bond. No, it's so much worse than that. Like their character is so much worse than that. Because I don't feel like this person ever did anything out the kindness of their heart. They never worked with you. They were always in full opposition. Right. See, the hand of God has got this. So I'm like, no, you really got to understand that you ain't got to do nothing. You can know, right? But don't worry about it. They want you to do everything you can to get yourself back in like real high vibrational alignment. You're exactly where you should be. They're about to give you some new insight that will help quell whatever's going on within you. Right. God's got you. And I mean that. This is like one of the most powerful cards that I created in these decks, because it literally is the hand of God. It's like all the aces. Like this is just divine intervention. But you are being advised to do something for your spiritual hygiene because of what's been going on. You'll feel better. And I do feel like it's in particular. Oh, I got the hiccups. Um, this 528 hertz mandala of the heart, right? Mandala. I need some water. Get out my closet. Wondering why shit has snags in his head. Right. Excuse me. Yeah, see? Ooh, look. Isn't that funny? Wow. Wow. So whatever they were doing, right? They were caught in real time. I told y'all got friends in high places. So this is my feds card, right? Like they saw them. Whatever they were communicating about, whatever they were doing, they got them. And for those where we've been picking up, it's like parent companies and stuff like that. There's people on both sides of the fence. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Those who support and those who, want to tear down. But they saw them. Oh, okay. We won't talk about that. My bad. We're gonna let that go. Okay. That's so funny. We will not make a big deal. We're just going to let it go. Mm. These are those places. Okay. Okay, now I get it. Thank you. All right. So I'm so happy y'all put those out like that, right? So there's the faction of life that wants to keep you, like the shadow band people, the ones behind the screen, you know, messing with content creators the way they have been. Right. So those are the ones who've been, you know, doing stuff. Shh, don't worry about that. You got a lot of layers here. Got a lot of layers of protection. So it's like you have nothing to worry about. It's like they don't want you being as hype. They don't want you being excited. They don't want you like um alerting people to things is the best way of putting it. They want everybody to just sit there, be docile. Right. As soon as I pick up the deck, the social media card, right? You know. Right. Like I said, you have people on both sides within these companies that support. You know, you have a side that hates you. You have a side that supports you. It's just what it is. It's like whatever they've come up with, you're still going to be exactly where you need to be. Right. This is a caution for them, right? It says if seeking is what excuse me, if seeking is what drives you, don't be surprised by what you find. Hashtag Pandora's box. That box was created just for her, right? When people try to peer into what is not there, calamity, right? That's why it's like, don't forget, nothing to worry about. Like I'm pulling on that just to be redundant, but there's nothing. God's got you. The biggest thing to focus on about what was done last night, you know, whatever you do for your spiritual hygiene is truly important with that. Like literally, you got your ancestors, you have the divine, you have a whole heavenly host of beings that are like insulating you, making it very difficult for these people to see you in some capacity or another. Right. See, beast mode activated, and there's your ancestors. Like, spiritual war. You have nothing to worry about. Like I said, this is not meant to tear you down. It's meant to motivate you, to bolster you, to get you where you need to be. A lot of people want to shut you up. Let me just tell you that right now. Like, you can't do that. You're not going to be able to shut these people. So they keep throwing attacks at you and attacks at you because of that. Right? Because you got this supernatural, superhuman, extraterrestrial type of energy. And they would love to have it, but at the same time, see what I mean? Yeah, it's about to pop for them. Not to mention, for those of you who really know you're not from here, I mean, you got reinforcements coming. I mean, you might feel it. I don't think you've ever, like, melted out your skin or anything weird like that. Like, you know, like, nothing crazy like that. But there's just your soul, you know, like, there's something different. Like, you just don't feel comfortable here. Like, you accept that you're here, but you're not from here. Your peoples are coming. I don't know how else to tell you, like, but they coming. Ugh. It feels a little unnerving. Even though I joke around like they're here. Yeah, no, no, no. You know what I mean? Like, you're not from here. They're coming. Like, yeah, you're some like supernatural being like Krypton or, you know, some weird shit. not from here, and they're coming. They're coming to help you. Because apparently you need some help. I guess, you know, you can underestimate the volume of evil. Oh, it's the same. It's Busy Bee Digital. It's the way it's always been. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's so many who live amongst. Just looking at the well card again, you know, because it's the ocean is like its own thing, right? And I just read yesterday they found the deep water they were looking for. So they found the oceans under the oceans, pretty much confirming yet another biblical telling. You know, the flood, that water, right? The aquifers from the deep of the earth were released. All right, so they found it. I'm like, how much proof will you need before you finally fall on your knees and beg for forgiveness to the Most High? Like, at what point will it take? Like, what will it take? How much evidence will it take for them to be conclusive about, yeah, there is an intelligent being well above you? Yes, your creator. Yes. It's amazing. The arrogance of science is just that. But I always feel that way. They just want to be gods. That's it. They play gods all the time. Life or death. Panels. No, you can live and you know. Well, we have these resources are better for the what? The ethics are terrible. But they're coming. Oh yeah. Yeah, your guides really want you to chill. Like they're trying to get you to get mad, right? Like not your guides, but these entities, these attacks, right? Because we're just coming out of Aries season, that God of War energy, right? Ah, so you need to chill because if they can get you to act like a bull in a tea shop, right, in a shop, then let's just say all your hard work and refinement goes down the window, goes down the drain or out the window. You just gotta know this. It's your choice. Free wills. But you're moving beyond all their curses and hexes. Okay? Just know. Whenever somebody's coming, see look, spiritual house cleaning, shadow work coming. That's just what I mean. Like you gotta know these things before they arrive. That's why that discernment's just sitting there like that. Focus all your energy into your growth and it becoming a reality, into you like the realization of your progress. Right. Just transmute the energy. Yeah, good music, good vibes. Spread love. Like really, you channel message from interdimensional beings, right? Because you are an interdimensional being. You're here to combat the hate, right? They try to do some sort of containment spell, try to block you and your opportunity, but your guides are like, yo, no, your roads are open. Just believe it. Just know, right? Freedom is a state of mind. Don't allow them to limit how you perceive yourself because of some optical illusion that's being done. They want you to feed the negativity. Yeah, be grateful for the little things. Enjoy the sweet treats that life presents you. Right, enjoy the little things. Yeah. Yeah, so I just saw the whole Pandora's Box card again, and then the Google Magic card. So they found some shit, but don't be surprised when the shit blow up in your face. Right. I don't even think they have enough juice because they really don't have the animosity. They try to like uh, zhuzh up, right? They can't continue it. Like they want something. They want something you have, but there's no energy to really carry it. That's funny. All right, I'm not going to help them. Oh. Yeah, you just need to take a spiritual bath. I mean, really. That's all you need to do to deal with whatever this shit is that took place last night. However you deal with that, right? But you need to deal with your spiritual hygiene. I feel like you need to sweat. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you need to sweat. Exercise, sauna, something. Get your heart rate up. You need to sweat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They tried to do death magic or some variety. Bring endings. Some demonic attacks. Yeah, them and somebody else. They're gonna be exposed to. It's probably a Leo. Leo was trying to slow you down. Yeah. Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Taurus, Aries, Libra, Sagittarius. Yeah. There's a strong connection between a Libra and a Sagittarius. They might cohabitate. They might be in the same community, same household, same something. Yeah, they may try to approach you. This is the person you need to use massive amounts of discernment with when they try to bring you this Page of Wands. It doesn't look good. Whatever this supposedly innocent offer is in communication, it brings hidden death and endings to your path, to your stability. Okay, so be mindful. You're being advised to hold back from communicating with this person in any way, shape, or form. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. Wow. So I feel like the deal with the monitoring spirits, this is the reason for these frequencies, right? You need to look into this, which I'm about to do right now. Yeah, just listen to your heart. You'll be able to find your way through negative and toxic situations. Engage in self healing and space clearing. Right. It came out early. So again, there's frequencies, but there's fresh air, there's all sorts of stuff. Commit to regular practices that help you connect to your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focus on the divine beings that brings that bring your heart joy. Okay, right. Emotional, environmental, and spiritual pollution. Figure out the pollutants, right? Solve polluting. Says you can empower the process with prayer. There's one in particular that this card brings to you. It says, I call upon the pure white light for cleansing, realignment, renewal, and protection now. May I be protected from all negativities, purged from all malignant energies, and held in the sanctity of the light. In all dimensions of my being, I shed and release that which obstructs my luminous and true nature through divine mercy and grace for the spiritual benefit of all beings, so be it. It says, when you're ready, ground yourself and hydrate well. You have completed your healing process, right? Simple. But I also feel like you need to put a shield, right? Because that's how I view mandalas. Like they're shields, they're protection, they're right. So you need to supercharge once you clear the pollutants from your life. Supercharge whatever you use. You know what I mean? Right, perfect for the new moon. Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart and don't go to plan. This is so they can come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in the goodness and the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. Put your faith in the love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. This is an expression of divine feminine. It is a life changing experience of love, healing, compassion, and deep repair and restoration. That can only happen when we feel safe and loved enough to truly let go. Excuse me. 528 hertz is the love frequency of creation. The choices, decision, and projects inspired by love have countless and far reaching positive effects. As we tune into that inner frequency, we connect to all hearts in a powerful alchemical network which delivers an infusion of divine protection, uplifting wisdom into the human collective. Priestesses, sound alchemists, and heart healers work with these frequencies, understanding their capacity to invoke the alchemical and the miraculous. These are our spiritual brothers and sisters, cultivating and radiating the consciousness of love, that soothing and courage inducing medicine of the soul. Yeah, sometimes the American in me is so strong it's not even funny. And I mean that because we don't pronunciate our words fully. Not no, we don't. The regional vernacular is real. And I catch myself when I'm reading out loud anymore. The older I get, you know, I hear my own accent and I'm like, no, 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 it's not right. A lot of swords, a lot of mental energy. We saw her shuffling, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, right? There's a lot of talking, there's a lot of thinking, there's a lot of mental back and forth. Whatever it was, they really regret it. It didn't work out so well. So they tried to cut off your love life, right? Snip it, like snip it in the butt. Right. It's not working out so well. Like they spoke hatred over your growth, over your life, over what you were trying to build and to cultivate. They will be judged for those things. You see, people often underestimate what energies are present. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. This gives me very strong Archangel Metatron, Judgment and the Hermit. The scribe of God heard you. He saw you. Funny. There's that Capricorn Sagittarius energy. It's the way the hand is, like trying to pause. Stay there. Don't move. Like trying to trap your growth. That was so funny. I heard you, but you didn't say anything. I knew you were coming. I guess I've gotten a Doolittle power now. I don't know. Like I've always talked to animals, but it's different hearing them and knowing. It's very different. Go ahead. You're so cute. Go get it. It's like, no, I want you to play. Oh, no, I had no idea it was that much of a lag. Hmm. Thank you. Thank you. Can I finish now? Okay. You gonna do that demanding thing. Stop that. They really were like plotting. Like this looks more like spellcraft than anything. It's like there's some sort of see this pentacle? It's funny because I feel like someone left their family last night. Not like I'm leaving, I'm never coming home. No, I mean like they walked out the door saying they were going to do something, but really they were going to meet up with their little witchy group. This is the leader. Yeah, they've been like supercharged. It's so funny. I've never really noticed before that here there's a charger. For those of you who set formal tables, you know what this is. And then there's the actual dinner plate, right? Right. So this, they've been charging up for this since that full moon. That is interesting. That makes sense. The Libra energy. Okay. Wow. Okay. Is that like that every month? No, it's not. All right. So, all right. It's such a rare event that this happens. You gotta see how everything's lined up. Full moon, half moon, right? Or the first quarter, second quarter moon, then the new moon, and then here we are again. See how one, two, week by week. This is very interesting how they were able to do this. Mercury retrograde begins tomorrow. Ramadan ends. See, a lot of folks been using that energy of fasting. Don't get it twisted. Muslims play with magic. They do. It's all in the Quran. They call them jinns, and they got different types of jinns. They really into the black magic. Don't get it twisted. They really are. Like, I done dealt with enough. Yup, I done dealt with enough of them to know. And they like to brag about it because, other religions are not so inclusive about such activities. Oh, they're like, yeah, we got angels and genies and all right, all right. Wow. So each week it was building like stacks, layers, layers, layers. They're not done. So next week on the 27th, they'll be at it again. That is incredible. And there's so much fiery energy surrounding this, right? Oh, sometimes I really don't feel like breaking it down the way I see it because I don't want to help the enemy in any way, shape, or form refine what they've messed up on. So that's another thing I'm feeling right there. Like, don't over explain it, don't do it. But yeah, each week they got together to try, you know what I mean, to add a little bit more on to this outfit, if you will. Look, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, Death. I know what I'm talking about. Like, they were so sure that they were going to be able to accomplish this, so they're waiting. Like, ooh, it's gotta work. Yeah. So if you start to feel sad, depressed, defensive, any of that shit, you need. This is why the spiritual hygiene is coming out very strong. Shake that shit off, because some of you have a soulmate coming in. Yeah, and if they can make you depressed before this person arrives, you'll miss it. Put you in fear, indecisiveness, and this soulmate single. So many of us all have dealt with, dishonest folks when it comes to, them being involved with other people. All part of you testing your spiritual gangster, though. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. It's just because of the way the roots are. It's like covering the globe. Like, this feels like phase 3 of what they were trying to do. Right. Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, right? So when that Ace of Cups comes out, you're like, no, I don't want it. I'm too overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. And then you make the wrong choice. Rebuke that shit. Rebuke it. Rebuke it. how you want love, and then all of a sudden you like, I don't know, my money's funny and da 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 da. I don't know. No, that's by design. Push it back. Right. They want you, right? Because that the Ace of Cups, right? To be afraid of love, of your destiny, of the one, of this union, of this beautiful, beautiful energy. Wow. I mean, at a point, you're almost like, when are you gonna get more creative? Same shit. They're just gonna help you grow and transform. Your will. I mean that. Like, you gotta, like, you just accept that this abundance is here, right? There's nothing they can do. And they were trying to be slick to block it or have you not see it. Darkness, like I said, right? So you can't open up, right? You need to just trust in the process. Yeah. Just go with it. Whatever these extremes are right now, just go with it. It's fine. You're gonna bowl through it. Right, see? See? You're a whale. You know whales feed off of some of the smallest bits of food in the whole ocean. They got like the filter teeth, and they catch all the plankton and the brine and just they literally clean the ocean of plankton and phytoplankton. That's what they live off of, the smallest bits. A lot of it, but the smallest bits. It's hard to stop a creature that has been designed to thrive on so little. It's the volume. It's not the individual bits. It's the volume. At the end of the day, right? Abundance. I like my guides. I'm sorry, I haven't had any coffee. I'm trying like to cut back on it, and so I feel a little like, like I'm not quite fiery the way I want to. But that's just because I haven't had my coffee. I went the route of tea, non-caffeinated tea. It is not the same. Oh, it's all good though. Like that's that's so funny. Not to mention, whales are not solitary creatures, are they? No, they're not. They swim in massive groups. You have a lot of support. Oceans are big, so they may be a little far from you, right? But if you just do the whale song, all of a sudden your whole pod is surrounding you. Mm, mm, mm. For those of you who have children, you need to be mindful because some of the work that was done last night is to make you neglect your children and focus on your men or your woman. You understand? Be careful with that. About last night. Yeah, look, they came together. I said that right. They traveled together. There's the rejection energy. There's the drama. Right. I told you they it's the communication that was probably part of the plan too. Bunch of bitches. Told you it's like a coven. Look. Look at this shit. Some of y'all, it's the exes. Look. Some of these people, when I saw that that Queen of Pentacles, see how she was like leaving them there? Ta-ta, dolls. Bye, I'll be back. Something like that. She doesn't like her family. She doesn't. This person, whoever the Queen of Pentacles is, I really feel as though they settled. For whatever. Maybe this was, right, someone. It feels like the spouse or like the partner of someone you used to deal with. And I say deal with because I see the lovers, the love triangle card. And this person may have thought they won the prize in this scenario. Like, she probably did get them to marry her. Doesn't really matter. But I do feel like wherever you ended up was better. And so they thought they won temporarily, is what that feels like. This person, even though she got the person, she got the guy, right? Or she, you know what I mean? Or he got the girl. They're not satisfied, you know what I mean? It's a case of the grass look greener on the other side. Because they come together and still try to cause bullshit for somebody else when, you know, you won. That means they didn't win. I'm going to say it like this. I feel like for some, this is your mother or that auntie we picked up on, because only family would have the disrespect within them to show up to your wedding day, hypothetically speaking, just using the card illustration here, wearing whites or any sort of thing that would take any attention away from the bride and groom that day. That's a faux pas. It's a no-no. It's taboo. You just don't do it. It's bad social etiquette. And for it's like if you had two men vying for you, you didn't choose either one of them. You chose yourself. And they do this shit too. Yeah, that's for the if you ooh, leave me alone. It's the travel card. I feel like you went somewhere with this person. Like I took a trip or something together. I feel like as soon as you cross um I'm hearing like visa. So like or customs. So the minute you cleared customs, you told this person leave you alone type shit. Like you ain't want no more parts of them. Mm. I feel like whoever the rejected party is, they're online in some capacity creating fake profiles. It's like people got too much free time on their hands. A lot of communication about this. A lot of energy expelled. A lot of actual physical movement. Whoever you are, if this resonates with you, I do feel like you were anticipating some of this. Somebody didn't think you had the strength to put it into it, whatever it was. Especially like where these are exes who have gotten together with, you know, low vibrational groups to do attacks on you. It's like, I even feel like some of these people, they went someplace, right? In the hopes of a practitioner being able to start some bullshit in your life, but I do feel like they were rejected because of who you are in spirit. You know, a whale outside of the oceanic creature is a term used by a lot of industries, but I first encountered it when it came to casinos. You know, those high roller, high those baller clients, the whales, the ones that come in and can really help a casino just by the money they lose. You know what I mean? Comps are nothing when they're losing like 100,000, 200,000, a million a night type dumb shit. They cater to the whales. They get them whatever they want because they gonna be there and they play big hands and high stakes. Just saying. But whoever you were, they was like, no, 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 no. I hope it was just as simple as that they saw this, that someone wanted to compete with you. They just hated who you were and your light and all of this. Like, mm, it's because you travel to a practitioner doesn't mean that they won't be able to like accurately. That's all the more reason they'll be able to accurately tap into whatever. Like you're literally going, you're seeking these people out, and then you got the nerve to doubt their abilities, that they're able to see that you're just a disingenuous person, that you're just a hater, that you need therapy. They even tried to goad this practitioner, saying they didn't have the power to bring it into you. They didn't fall for it. This narcissistic triangulation tactic. Yeah, no, they definitely said no. They like, you want me to go against a star being, someone who's supposed to like who came back their ascendant map. You want me to do what? You want me to attack Betty Crocker? What's wrong with you? Yeah, so they try to do some sort of chaos magic on their own. Yeah. I keep we are under it hasn't ended, right? Like that it's because I don't want to repeat myself and like every reading, like, we under judgment, right? We under judgment, right? We under judgment, right? Nobody wants to do that. Just because I haven't been like reiterating this truth does not mean it has disappeared. They're always watching. Not to mention, this feels like both the heavens and the earthly courts. It just does. Right. Someone's just so inspired by what you're able to manifest and your wheel of fortune and your luck, and they just want it for themselves. But they keep trying to figure out ways because, the Four Swords is like a junior death card. So they keep trying to find ways of ending you. They keep expecting you to just drop dead, and it never happens. I mean, they could have found the hitman because that's kind of what that looks like. Also, Judgment Page of Swords, like, mm, I'm over it. Like, I am. It's so boring that they do the same shit every fucking moon cycle. Like, it's so. That was the last chance fight, crying over you. Like, it's so boring. So some may try. Oh, They may try to use someone's child. I literally saw dirty offer, child neglect, and now I'm at offer. You better be careful. I'm telling you. They're trying to do something. For those of you who have children, you need to be extra vigilant with your kids right now. Because some of that work is literally just to get you to turn a blind eye and have something befall them. You better be. It's designed to drain you, because when this happens, you're gonna have child services in and out of your life so frequently, you're not gonna have time to do anything else, whatever this is. So you need to be mindful. Somebody watching somebody money too. Somebody like, look at me. Force a card. You're ignoring someone. They don't like to be ignored. Boo hoo. Mm, mm. They're boring. I don't even want to give them no more attention. Like, that shit is so boring. Like, it is. It is. It's so boring. They're not even interesting at this point. Right. I think we should just focus on being in harmony with the universe. I don't even give a shit about these people. Like, I don't think you do either. I mean, that it was the most lackluster, like, ugh. That's terrible. Like, they're bored. Like, the guys, they're bored with this. It reminds me of that Divine Feminine reading I did a while ago, where she was like, I'm bored of this. Like, she was somewhere mad. Ah, like that. Boring. Like, I have not been this disinterested in pulling on somebody's energy ever. Like, this is just the funniest sensation. Like, just go away. Yeah, look, adjudication, message of concern. Like, this is why it's boring to me, because when I say the higher ups got it, I mean that shit. I'm about to go ride my bike and just have a good day. Because it keeps coming out. It keeps coming out. Adjudication, message of concern, judgment, page of swords. Like, they got this. Like, there's nothing else to pull on. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing. These people are dead in the water. I see what I mean? Like, just the divine is bored with these people. Look, thoughts, courthouse, bad health, expectation, community. Right. This is what I mean. Then look, despair. And then, like, they gonna pour out a whole bunch on these people into despair. They're gonna experience a multitude of despair, a plethora. Like, from the high, from the courts on high, from the heavens, there's been a ruling in spiritual court. It has been decided, right, for their actions, even their thoughts, right, things they try to just come up with harebrained schemes, right, it has been ruled. They will suffer the same sicknesses, illnesses. See how the nurse is just reading out what's the prognosis, is reading out. Somebody gonna get some news about their health, like, because you're trying to hurt people. See what I mean? God forbid, expectation. It's a whole bunch of them. Everybody involved in this shit. See what I mean? So it's a new cycle. It's a new start. Let's enjoy this new moon, new season, solar eclipse for everything that it's worth. Because these people are done. They done. And whoever the chick is sitting in jail, you're never getting out. You're not. I just saw it. Like, it's a main. You're never coming home. I don't know how many women are serving life sentences, but whoever that is, yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe you old already, and no disrespect, because God willing, we'll all grow old. Um, But maybe that's why you'll have like a life sentence, because you won't have that much more time actually on Earth. And so it turns into a life sentence. I don't know. But it's something like that. Eh, I guess, the sowing season is over and now it's the reaping season, right? All the seeds have been cast. Now it's time for the harvest. I'm gonna leave it there. That was really fucking boring. I'm done. I'm sorry, but I'm not. That's just the energy. It's boring.